Hey there, folks. I'm Zerfall.
I'm MysteriousSJG, and I don't use the metric system.
And I hope you guys like lift puzzles, because we gotta go do our lift puzzle again.
I heard you like lift puzzles, so I got some lift puzzles for your lift puzzles, so that while you're lifting, you can puzzle.
At least these ninjas haven't come back. Ninjas.
Yeah, the ninjas were kind of might be in a little bit of pain. Yeah, solved the puzzle. That's a shorter "you have made progress" thing than doo-doo, 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 doo-doo.
It's just funny though, because like the flask was empty, but we don't need an empty flask because our lift doesn't work anymore.
Well, is the lift just going to work now without us having to do that again?
Nothing happened.
Nope.
Lift rises.
But I think we're supposed to investigate the floor next to the lift before you rise up.
There's nothing going on here.
Okay. At this point, folks, we checked GameFAQs, the actual forums, and I found something from 7 years ago by Sorceress Tiger. Sorceress as in an adjective, meaning like a sorcerer? I guess that would be sorcery. But that's a noun. Interesting problem. I know the adverb would be sorcerously.
They sorcerously
ran away. Every time we
the lift is going up. The lift is moving.
The lifts have started to move.
Right, can't get the sword twice.
Like a dragon lance or something. I don't know if we can get it yet.
It lances your dragons if you've got a bad case of dragons. See?
Why, the walls are very weak?
This is where we got to, and we were like, oh, is this where we talk to the guy and he busts down the door for us?
Yeah, and it has not been the case. So, okay, ride the lift up, fight the ninja, ignore the lance in the west path, and the center and east paths. Have your wizard read the plates on the walls to learn ancient magic. When I tried this, my wizard couldn't read the tablet, so mine depended on skill. Also, the lance is the dragon lance. It's a strong weapon, but it can't be used against the next boss, which is why Kvarlok, who I think is the guy who wrote the fact, says to ignore it. Wait, that can't be right, because he didn't cover this. Kvarlok might actually be a plot character. Anyway. Then the next step is take the lift back down, investigate bottom of the wall to the right of the lift. It opens. So, for whatever reason, this guide is saying you come up here.
You do the stuff.
He's not telling us what to interact with other than the tablets. Were there tablets? I didn't notice tablets.
Yeah, we learned magic from them.
Okay.
This wall. Wow.
Wall.
We looked at this wall before, but apparently we had to go back up again. All right, we got it. It says, one who seeks the rod must first present the maiden's tears. Oh, I know what they're talking about.
That's what she said. Go up the ladder to the right and fight the dragon.
Blast! It saw us. We couldn't just walk away from this dragon that's stuck in the wall.
It's got 2,400 hit points.
Here's my question. Can I attack this thing? No. Okay, that's fine.
Air.
I feel like this was a fair...
Oh, okay, we're gonna...
Snip, nop. What magic do we have here? Well, it was like a fireball that wasn't even in there or anything.
Death Hole.
What is Death Hole? I mean, I guess we have new magics that we haven't tried. We have Old Cure.
That's true. We have new magic. Old Cure.
What's Death Hole do?
It's the old dragon cure. I'm trying to find it. Dark damage.
It didn't seem to affect anybody. Is this...
Well, this guide here says just defend heal when it rears up and attack when it comes down, which I don't know what that means because I don't see it. I guess we have to like just maybe defend until it does something that will make it vulnerable.
No, maybe. Well, we'll just get people around the zone and see what happens.
Just clusters all together in case it has area of effect stuff. Oh, here we go.
Oh no, 1 damage. Oh no, 87 damage. Alright, can I get him from the side? That's the... Boosh.
There you go. It's got a lot of hit points. It's got 2,400 hit points. So I'm just going to beat it up, or I'm going to use Death Hole.
Let's see if Death Hole do something here. Hey, what are you aiming for? Like, the head was flashing before I cast that spell.
Well, area, yeah, I mean, I guess we could use Death Hole later and stick with... Well, Darkness does what?
What's Holy Light? It's an attack spell too, isn't it? Nothing happens.
Holy Light, you've been out too long. Instantly kills undead, so yeah, it's not going to work here.
Darkness is just blind. Does darkness do something
blinding,
cool?
Yeah, it just blinds. So we might want to stick with the old, like the spells we used to use until we figure out why Death Hole isn't working.
Well, so what's Wit got here?
Like you could park me in front of Wit, so I'm pointing straight at it, dead on, and see if that makes Death Hole work.
Whoops. I'm not. I don't like the menu system in this game. Like, you go to spell, and then you have to press start to bring up your start menu. So what do we get here? We got Warrior, which is going to make everybody stronger. Right? Reincarnate brings people back, and Anti-Magic makes magic. Like, maybe we should use Anti-Magic on this guy if it works.
Well, I mean, we can try it. It probably will have no effect, but...
No, we're getting protected by the magic barrier.
Oh.
And then Zerf, I guess, just defends. And then you might as well use Old Cure.
I guess I might as well. My magic points, like, both of us have very low magic, because we had that one fight against the ninjas who were healing themselves, and it just turned into a battle of MP attrition.
And we won!
Yeah, it wasn't really a battle of MP attrition, it's just a battle where we waste a lot of magic points. It looks like there's quite a few steps of story left after this, but I don't see them mentioning having to fight anybody.
So here's what I'd like to try to do. Move you back this way, and then use a distance spell on him. Now, it says you're hitting him when you're here, but perhaps... Well, I don't know.
No, there's junk in the way. That won't work. But I could do... I mean, we've still got, like, Firebomb and stuff. We've got the spells we were using before.
I know, I'm just trying to... Yeah, I'm trying to hit from a distance. I was just thinking that it probably costs less... does more direct damage to hit him with. Like,
Well, I'm annoyed. Actually, if we could use my turn just for the hell of it to see if Death Hole will work if I'm standing where Wit is or in front of Wit. I'd like to see Death Hole used against this dragon, if at all possible. I think this dragon needs to get hit in the death, like, kicked right in the Death Hole.
what are you aiming for?
Yeah, okay, maybe Death Hole... Maybe the description of Death Hole isn't correct, and it's some kind of auto-death spell that doesn't work on things that would be worth killing in one hit. Oh, go back to the old plan. I could shoot stupid arrows at it and do very little damage, or I could shoot firebombs at it.
I don't think you actually have arrows anymore. I think we switched you to a melee weapon because there was no better arrow weapon you could use.
Which means that we built our characters wrong. Oh no. The other thing to bear in mind here is that so far it's only striking in that one little area. So if we just put Zerf there, he's barely taking any damage from it. That might be a good idea.
Here's what's weird is that he's not...
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, okay, so it's not Death Hole, it's just that no magic seems to work on him from the side, because I guess there's rock protecting him.
Whoops, I'm trying to hit cancel and it doesn't have cancel. Well, I want to try one more thing here.
Shazam!
Can I go back enough? I can, okay. So what we're going to try is you just stand in front of him and use a regular old spell and see if it still hits him.
Yeah, because if it doesn't... Wit's hit him with spells, doesn't she?
No, she gave us all, yeah.
It might be... It doesn't...
Like just like a flame arrow.
Spells.
Or maybe he's strong against fire stuff, I don't know. We have cold beam? Let's try this.
Cold cream.
It just didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything.
So we're gonna go here. Whoops. This is what I'm telling you. In every other game, you would pick a spell and then cast your spell instead of having to...
There are certain flaws in this game, I will grant you. Yeah, Warrior wouldn't hurt.
Warrior? Come out and play. What?
Ching, ching. Actually, I was gifted a Warrior t-shirt recently.
That didn't work either.
I guess they just got a melee it, and occasionally all three of them cluster around a melee it.
Well, I'm trying not to cluster too badly, because then he's gonna...
We all take damage, yeah. Or just let Zerf kill him, it's gonna take a while.
Take a while.
Wit and I are useless in this battle.
Yeah, I wonder... You probably can't cast magic up-wise. But what about when he's up there? Can we cast the ranged magic on him here? Like, what if we try...
Oh, I'll give it a shot. It's not gonna work, but... Shazam!
You don't have any of the cold magic.
I got cold beam. It's like cold cream, but different. Let's see if cold beam is even an attack spell. No, cold beam does paralysis. That's probably why it didn't work. It might be that like dead on like that, an attack like a regular old attack magic would have worked.
Well, this is what I wanted to see if Ice Meteor will hit him while he's up there, because maybe he's strong against fire stuff, and that's why we're running into trouble. Or like, can you shoot his feet? Probably not.
Oh, if
they're
sprites,
shoot his feet,
they're probably really be affected by cold because they're in his extremities.
Well, and like, you want to hit the left?
Most of his body heat through his.
Oh, he moved which way he went to this time.
Oh. So that he could hit all of us.
So what does it say the warrior spell is supposed to be?
Causes you to come out to play. War roar raises attack power.
Because I tried to use it on Zerf, but I wasn't right against him and it didn't work. Maybe you have to like lay hands on people for that spell.
Well, our attack magic's not going to matter soon because we're not going to have enough magic points to attack.
Ooh.
He brims the figure. That's what she said. Oh, now his head is just all over the fucking place.
Whoops. Alright, let's just spread out then, I guess.
I guess just spread us out and keep Zerf in the middle so that he can get to wherever. It looks like we can either melee... Well, no, we still haven't tried a dead-on attack with a just pure damage spell. We tried these attacks from the side where the rock was in the way. So if you put Wit directly under it and shot just a regular old beam, it might do something now. We can at least try. If it doesn't, then we just know, okay, Zerf's just going to have to slowly kill it. So just like straight up Bolt is just a regular old attack spell, right? There's nothing... Yeah, okay, it looks like we can't hit it with magic.
Yep.
So we just gotta decide whether are the sorcerers going to do enough damage that it's worth them going up there and taking damage.
Haha, take that, GG!
That's not useful.
I just want you to burn with vigor.
I mean, yeah, if we could have...
I mean, realistically, actually, like, you go way over here. Whoops. You go here.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like...
Well, we want to keep them spread out, and we want to
keep them spread out, but also this head only has so many positions where it won't be stuck in the wall still. So yeah, we spread out enough that it couldn't even hurt anybody, but now Zerf can't get to it. So Zerf has to stand like here.
Yeah, you need to keep Zerf... Whoever's going to attack it needs to be kind of in the middle. So Zerf... Well, I mean, you could use me to melee it. I'm not going to do as much damage as Zerf, but...
Yeah, well, we're all pretty much just not moving that turn because he was just going to move away. He's trying to keep people close, but still out of range of his attack. Because we can move in and then move out.
This is the most boring.
Did he hit Zerf? He managed to hit Zerf.
Yeah, but... Well, he did 58. That's...
Come on, come on.
Well, you need to put Zerf up. There you go. Put Zerfie in a corner. And she should probably stay put, in case it comes to that side.
Well, when you're at the bottom of the screen, he just can't hit you. So I feel like... It's weird how much you can move left and right, but up and down, not so much. See, I think we actually... There we go. And you can just come up and cure everybody.
We're doing
Oh no, but she won't be able to move until...
We're doing almost 100 per turn, which means it's going to take about 25 turns. She's doing Warrior.
What are you talking about? She's casting all... No, she doesn't have all cure. She has... Heal Zam.
Shazam! Honestly, the one who needs to stay up at the top to lure it out into attacking is Zerf, because he's taking less damage.
Well, I kept JG far enough south that he could move out of attack range now. Oh, so close.
Yeah, but we probably don't want to waste a lot of time trying to make sure nobody gets hit, because that might just mean it doesn't bother to stick its head someplace we can get to it.
We've had one turn where you didn't hit anybody before.
Yeah, okay. I'm not overly worried about Zerf taking 9 to 20 damage per turn. I'm a lot more worried about the wussy wizards taking like 50 to 90 damage a turn.
Oh, the wizards are always out of range now.
Yeah.
Never mind! I should have made you a little further south.
Like you were saying.
Well, we know for next time.
Oh, I don't want to be one of the southern wizards. Like, just don't make me a grand wizard, because that's not cool. So this really is the most boring boss fight ever, but this boss is kind of like, it's like waving its head back and forth, like, you can get me, no you can't, you can get me, no you can't.
There we go. We finally figured it out.
We found the sweet spot.
We found the sweet science.
It's a very Zelda-esque boss, isn't he?
Well, if he had more heads.
Oh, yeah. I feel like he may not keep sticking his head to that same spot, but I guess he is. He's going to where he can almost hit them. All right, so you got this. You got this, Zerf.
Well, and do you know what? Realistically, I think we can actually... Well, it depends on the order people move in, I guess. But I think...
Oh my goodness! Now we dominate this fight. You could beat Final Fantasy Tactics without save states.
No.
Yeah.
Oh well, it was worth the attempt here. We have to switch their.
Switch positions so that Wit's the one who gets to the tippity top.
Yeah, but I think that
she has enough movement points to do it.
I don't know if she does.
It's hit itself there. You see?
Oh no, you took 6 damage.
Oh, that happened only did 6. I'd been taking quite a bit.
You've been taking upwards of 30 damage. Alright, well this turn we have to let you just... Well wait, we don't want you to completely block.
Yeah, why am I doing...
Well, because we're trying to get Wit and just see if it works.
Guy would have done 50 damage though. Sounds awesome. Yeah, why did you park this JG there so she can't escape?
She can't go further south than that anyways. So it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
So the speed on if we had higher speed and we could move everybody as much as we can move JG, then this would work, but
only JG is the true speed.
Actually, I think I do know how this could work. Alright, you gotta go here.
We slowly evolve our battle strategy for the battle. We've pretty much already won. It's just a matter of...
Yeah. It's actually kind of sad. I don't like when it ends up like this, but...
Dragon heads are stuck in stone. I don't like it either. Because it makes it feel like we got Death Hole and we're not going to get to use it. It's like giving you Medio when only one fight is left in the game and you don't have enough MP to use it. Well, that's not as criminal as like... So in the American Final Fantasy games, which are the only ones that matter, Medio is this like ultimate plot-dominating spell in Final Fantasy II. Then in Final Fantasy III, it's like the third strongest spell that you can use, and there's other spells that you never get access to that only the enemies can use that are even stronger than the 2 spells you have that are better than Medio. And then Final Fantasy VII comes along and Medio is going to destroy the world. It's like, come on guys. Figure it out. How strong is Medio? Sucker's gotta know.
Okay, I think we're almost to 3 people attacking him at once.
I mean, it would be nice. It would make the battle go a little bit faster. So there's really not that many let's rewind and retake this turns that are necessary before we've lost whatever time we gain. Because I'm no longer in any way, shape, or form worried about us not winning the fight. So I don't know if this is the is this like an evil dragon that is going to destroy the world, or is it just...
No, he's an okay dragon. We're just mean. He's just upset because he's stuck in a wall.
Well, we're in this village of... We're in the village of people who worship this dragon, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening anymore. The monster people who are bad were definitely attacking the village, and that's what's happened. But I don't know if... Yeah, there's a weird cult that worships the dragon. I'm not sure how this dragon must be more capable of destroying the world when it's not stuck in a big rock, I would think.
Yeah, it must be something along those lines.
Not sure how it got stuck in that rock to begin with, but...
How'd you get stuck in that rock?
You can't stop the rock. The rock says, know your damn role.
Oh man, Zerf sucks at walking.
He's the only person in the world who can't do a Christopher Walken impression.
Well, somehow that still worked. Yeah, it's just not meant to be in that position. Oh well.
Yeah, it's this. I think it'll actually go faster if you just kind of do the 2 attack turns for a while. And don't try to think. Your thinking is slowing down this strategy RPG.
I mean, this seems like a really neat idea for a boss battle, but like, clearly in playtesting, somebody must have been like, "Hey, did you know you could just like move away from the dragon and he never hurts you?" Listen, we're too close to finishing this game. Just ship it.
Maybe it's a matter of they made it like this because I mean it's got quite a few hit points. It would not have to do that much damage to us to be sort of unbeatable if there was no way to avoid damage. The other thing is the game is so freaking obtuse. Without the fact, we wouldn't have been able to figure out how to get our characters to have all the skills they have anyway.
Or we also wouldn't be able to. Well, not that we're using those skills right now.
Well, true.
But also just finding out that you have to walk through the wall.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
Battles don't have to be that tough if you can't figure out how to get them. We only took 3 damage. I only took 3 damage.
The fact that you took any damage, though. What is going on?
We're doing a lot of Cleveland. We're hot in Cleveland.
That's the true reason why the dragon leaves every turn. He's just like, ouch! Oh man, cleaved. Cleaved again.
You guys are hurting my head. I'm just kind of scrolling through the fact. I don't see any enemies with anywhere near as many hit points as this thing.
He must be the ultimate boss.
Well, I mean, spoiler alert, but the little bit of reading I did in the fact, I don't know that there's like a big battle coming up. I think there's a lot of plot coming up.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
I mean, what's over is she must still try to smack the tail.
Oh, spoiler for the last level. According to the fact, at one point we have to examine the next door. So that's a spoiler.
Come on, the tail's right there. She can hit it.
I think the dragon's getting off on her attacking the tail, though.
That'll be a distraction.
Yeah. Get over there and hit that tail.
I like my boss fights like I like my stories.
Yeah, I know you like your stories. To involve acronyms with the last letter is actually the next word. ATM machines. Like Norm Macdonald once pointed out, the abbreviation ID is an odd one because the I is short for I, and the D is short for identification. I think that was Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald told my all-time favorite set of bowel cancer jokes, though. So even if he didn't do the identification joke, he's still all right in my book.
Oh man, only 68 damage?
Yeah, we should really take that. You should really redo that turn and try to get to 69. 1200x. Well, none, but now each face the final confrontation. that of the self, go not astray.
Who said that? Hey, look,
I wish I knew.
his tail turned into like wall meat, but you can't get it out because we don't have a whip.
Mm.
That's like what anime meat and stuff looks like, but from the side.
Yeah, it's like, well, because there's like a round bone in the center of that meat.
For some reason, we can go down into the wall. This must open the cell. Push the switch.
I think that's easier.
Run, Amelia. There's a cave near the waterfall.
Okay.
She was killed by ninjas on the way. They didn't even make her have a sideways sprite.
She died on the way back to her home planet. Yeah, I don't know. She was just kind of sidestepping over there. She
Now
might take her eyes out the exit.
The elf rod.
Now, we will be able to lay our claim to the planet Melmac.
Well, before we go anywhere else, let's see if there's any weak walls around here.
If there are, this guide isn't talking about them. That doesn't mean they don't exist.
Come on, Dragon. You didn't even drop his little skeleton for us to grab. I don't understand why we couldn't have just jumped down here. We've fallen greater heights than that.
There's actually something we need to find in her cell, but knowing this game... What?
Knowing this game?
There's something we need to find in her cell, but knowing this game and the way they wrote this instructions, I am 90% sure if you search for it now, you won't find it. But once you go talk to her, it will suddenly be there. Oh, never mind. That's what we're supposed to find. I was sure it would be like...
Well, we're going to miss dialogue here if we don't talk to her first.
Well, it's true. We don't wanna,
if I could turn back time, and I can, we'd go talk to her first.
Well, you don't want to miss any of the crackling dialogue in this game. I'll give this to the translators. They haven't turned it into a thing about Obama. Well, where's the guy who was here?
That's her voice. Where is the guy?
Thank you so much. I wish I could help you. Where's the guy? Do you want to be the guy?
That's alright, but did you see an old man? He was taking a look at her life.
Years ago. Yes, he told me to wait here while he went to find my brother.
I see. Well, we have work to do. Could you wait here, Amelia?
Long pause. Very well.
So, I guess
we didn't need to talk to her before we found the crystal.
Well, we didn't need to, but we wouldn't have found out where the old guy went, because she probably would have just been like, oh, that's my crystal. It's the next dialogue time.
It's true.
Do you know what? Let's not be wasteful here.
Don't make us do that puzzle again. Oh, good. The doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Music didn't play, so we probably don't have to do the crystal again.
Look, a crystal. Maybe it's hers. Let's give it back. Picked up the tear crystal. Oh, don't we have to put the tears?
Tears with the rod, yeah.
You have to put the tears before fears.
I just like that musical sting makes you think small town brains playing big town games. Yeah, because when plot progress is made, you play Depot. I wish all games are like that. If you're playing like Final Fantasy X and Yuna finds out that Seymour's evil and suddenly Depot starts playing. That crystal,
Seymour's
yes,
evil. Some things do never change.
That seems like a big change. No, he was evil all along. I lost all hope and wept, and my tears took that form. It was kind of weird, actually. You may keep it if you like.
Yeah, I knew that.
I like girls' tears. Take care of my tears.
See ya.
I'm just gonna live here now. Bye. Be gone.
The older brother of Egon.
Earlier prototype in the Gone series. Egon having been an android, of course.
All right.
I don't think we ever go in there. I don't think we ever actually go in there.
Well, we saw the one bad guy there once, and he killed us. But then the god was like, "Hey, when I found you, you were almost dead." Maybe we put the tears. Kick the ground.
We definitely want to read this sign again. For the clue, the crystal glows as you approach. Ooh.
When neck, tail, and tears form a delta, then shall the way be open. Robots.
Oh, thank you.
They wrote this poetry.
Thank you, Nobunaga.
I thought that would be like...
As you may have gathered, we're supposed to be wandering around there hitting the A button until we find the right spot to stand.
I'm trying to make a triangle.
Yep.
But what type of triangle? Isosceles?
We need to find a delta Burke. Yeah, that's true. Kind of any place you stand in here could form a triangle with
It's
those.
3 points. 3 points always make a triangle.
Well, it might be at the top there. You set down the crystal at the random point that
I held the
turns
turbo
out to be
button.
the correct triangle. Oh, the triangle button. That's what you have to press. Oh, and a pentagram. That's nice.
This is it. The elf rod.
Hold it right there. Ricky Ricardo.
Deem?
Indeed, you shall meddle no further. You have to the count of 3.
Oh, I know how this works because I have a 2-year-old. We don't have to do anything until he's about to say 3.
1, 2. Wait, the voice is coming from under the rod? Isn't the mouth usually over the rod, or perhaps covering the rod?
What? You summon all your strength and pull out the rod.
Yeah, it does take a lot of strength, because sometimes you really just don't want to, even though you should. No! From underneath emerges a single old frog. What?
This is Deem.
Yes, I was once a dragon fighter for Ragmeila, and was once a man. But then I fell in love with a human maiden. To punish me, Ragmeila turned me into a frog.
Seems kind of mean.
Or maybe he's like Michigan J. Frog. And never let me leave the maiden-maid, a village boy. And for hundreds of years I swore I would take my revenge on Ragmeila and the humans. This frog hates everybody. Finally, one day I stole this rod from the draggert.
The frog crumbles to dust. As frogs do. Excellent. I love when a frog has a good crumble. Quickly, get outside.
A good crumble.
Oh, it was the old man.
The old man, take a look at my life.
How are we supposed to know who's talking ever?
No, there's no clue at all. I want an HD remastered version of this with voice acting.
My work is done. Now you must let the rod guide you.
Take the elf rod. The walls
The
are
walls
caving in.
They're collapsing like a frog.
The old man, was he a spirit of the rod?
Oh, he was into rods.
He was the Rodimus Prime. But to be honest with you though, this bad guy Deem.
Sorry, go ahead.
This bad guy Deem was like, "What are you? Oh, I'm the Dragon Warrior for Ragmeila. Oh, cool. Yeah." And then I fell in love, so he turned me into a frog, and now I hate Ragmeila and humans because of that. That seems fair.
No, I mean, I guess I'd be mad too. I'm so glad you're safe. Thank you. Enjoy my tears until we meet again. Thank you so much. Until we meet again.
I only talked to them once, and that's what happened.
My sister is safe thanks to you.
You heading back? The old man told me to tell you this, because I guess I'm not the old man either. Head for the castle where the final decision awaits. Question mark, whatever that means. I'm sure you folks are up to it. Here, will this help?
Got the Dragon mail, but the inventory is full.
Oh, we should have gotten an email instead of a dragon mail. And we would have plenty of space.
Get rid of this crossbow. We're not using it anymore.
Apparently not. Because when I asked about ranged weapons before, you're like, nah, my great-grandmother crafted it to honor the dragon, I think.
Or something like that.
I have no use for it. Anyway, best of luck. Enjoy the end of the game.
Scenario cleared. 720. Cast spells every day. Good luck.
720, that's like 2 metric years. Take care. Later.
How do we...
I don't know. I was just about to ask you.
Wait, are these people better now?
No, I mean, you hold the rod in front of the villager.
I like what I see. Nuts!
I found that. Did I fall asleep?
No, you just feel asleep.
I feel asleep when I see your rod and nuts.
Oh, it has to be in front.
You hold the rod in front of the boat. Yeah, if you hold it in the side, it's like, that's not a big enough hole. My, what was I up to again? Oh, you are... Hello, are you travelers?
Oh, hello! Nice rod.
Do you prefer to be paid in traveler's checks instead of regular checks?
Just in case. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, oh, it's in the Dragon Monument.
So that I think I might actually say something else too. Now we're gonna get the...
Oh, they didn't actually mention the, did you do something? Yeah, this guide doesn't actually mention how to get out, so you could get totally stuck here.
Well, here's the question I have too. Did the walls actually collapse, or did you just go... This is just an excuse to warp you to the front of the...
It's blocked. Yep, see? The walls, which appear to be really evenly cut wood, did collapse.
Did in fact collapse.
Oh, there's a door to the right there, in the between them, the middle.
Nothing down.
It's a picture of the door. The wall, it moves. The wall have started to move.
This whole time we could have just left and come back here.
No,
all right, so I guess
rod.
Next time we'll be doing some other stuff. This is a long video, but like it was all spent fighting dragons.
Well, pretty much, and fighting dragons and fighting the NPCs for information. Fighting with their dialogue to figure out who's talking at what time.
I guess next time we'll check out the town and then head to the keep.
See ya.